Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name is Bob Waldron, and in this video we're going to be having an in-box review of Rubicon models, half track 2511 Ausf D. Now this here is in 156 scale, which personally I've never done a 156 scale. I've never done a review of Rubicon models either. Basically Rubicon models, they deal in manufacturing a load of 156 scale armoured vehicles, World War II era, specifically targeting the tabletop game Bolt Action, which is rather popular apparently right now. And what I like about this is, I mean, as much as this is a game piece for a game, I mean, they are also making a scale model as well. So even us professional guys who like to do scale models on a professional level can really sort of get your teeth into this as well. Also, they kind of do their kits a little bit differently. They released this kit first, their 2511 Ausf D, but then as a sort of a separate release, instead of going off and going, let's just rebox this and sort of make it a different version, they've gone off and done this release. Now this is a recently new release, new tool, and this is one of these things where you buy this kit, right, which is the base model, and then you also buy this kit to turn it into a 22 version, which has a really nice big gun on it, and it does advertise it quite well as well, because I mean it does say bang right on the front of the kit, you know, it needs the base kit is required, you can't just build this from this. It does show on the back what kit you need as well, so it does kind of clearly sort of show that, and it just gives you those extra options. Cost wise, this kit is around about £16–18 depending on where you go out and buy it from, so not bad to get like a nice model there. This one is around about the £9–10 to upgrade it to have that nice big gun on there as well. So let's take a look at the 2511 first off. Now as we open this up, we've got two sprues in here, we've got a set of decals as well and some instructions. Just quickly looking through the instructions, right, we've got some nice sort of satin paper here. There is a little bit of colour involved, but only on the logo. It is a pretty sort of simple type construction here with all your tracks and everything. It's just sort of almost like one big mold by the looks of it. Comes together quite easy. A bit of internal detail, the top part of the sachet, some wheels, you know, and then you've got some options as well on depending on, you know, what sort of version you want as well. So really, I mean, you know, it's going to be an absolute cinch to build, because again it's designed to target all you gamers out there who, you know, potentially don't want to have a kit that's something like 200 pieces and you bring it together, so it's good in that sense. Then we have some decals. It doesn't say who the manufacturer is. I think it is actually a set of Rubicon models decals, but if we sort of look at them a little bit sort of closer, looking at them, I mean, they do look like they're in registry. They do look quite clear. You can read all the small print. It is sort of like a satin type finish. Whether they're going to be sort of good with things like micro solid set, I'm not quite sure. They don't look to be that bad, but you know, it's sort of hit and miss with Decals, unless you've got a well-named brand Decal. So they could be really good, they could be really bad. You're not really going to know until you actually start putting them down, but they don't look too bad on the Decal sheet. Then we have our first couple of sprues. So let's just take a look at these. Well, first off, we do have the track detail. There is a lot of detail going on inside these tracks, hopefully, as you can just see there. I am seeing on this side some ejector pin marks, but I do believe this is the side that you don't see. There's just sort of one or two. They are quite faint, you might not be able to pick them up. You could probably pick them up on camera, but I do believe it's this side which we're actually going to be see visible, and there's no ejector pin marks on there. We do have a slight bit of, I wouldn't say flash, but you can see the join line where the two molds have come together. Nothing major there. We've got some hatches here, recessed detail, raised detail. We've got the belly side of the vehicle. Not really much detail going on the underside, but I've never really been bothered about underside detail on vehicles. That's just me personally. Then we've got the top side. I mean, we do have a couple of bolts sort of running down the side, and viewports and engine bays here. Again, a bit of recess panel lines, and we've got some recessed rivets going on just inside there as well. Some more detail as well running along here. Looks like we've got some actual padlocks on these, maybe tool compartments and stuff. Looking rather good so far. On this sprue, I do believe we're going to see some MG42s, which should be quite cool. We've got some driver's seats and stuff going on here. You know, okay detail for the scale. We've got our steering wheel as well. We've got some more wheels as well just here. Some tools and stuff to go around the actual vehicle itself. Some MG42s. You know, there's quite a nice bit of detail within these MG42s, and we've got a nice amount there to play around with. We've got our wheels here, which has got lovely sort of nice deep treads going on there on the tires as well, and detail on hubcaps. More internal detail just inside here, and then I do believe this is an option to have this sort of tarpaulin type top on top as well. Ejector pin marks, yeah, we do have them, okay, on side the tarpaulin, but you're never gonna see that. Some of the wheels here, no major problems with ejector pin marks. We're not seeing any major sort of flash issues going on here. The detail is okay. I mean, it's not like super duper like 148 for 132nd or 135th scale when you come to armor, you know, but for 172nd scale, you know, not bad. Then let's just have a quick look at our sort of upgraded box that you can also buy for this as well. So let's just open this up. In this one we have another set of instructions as well, and this basically just goes through the first set of instructions, but you know, how to sort of upgrade this, right? So what we have, we've got a Pak 40 cannon that goes on this, which is going to be quite cool in game terms, and it basically sort of shows you what you need to take from the original, the base kit, and sort of mess things around and change things around to sort of get this Pak 40 on top of this half track, which does look rather simple. It does look like it does say to not glue in certain areas, so potentially to have this gun actually moving and rotating. And in all honesty, I do seem to have noticed that there's almost been an upgrade in the actual instructions. Looking at this, I mean, we've not really got much colour in the base, and I know this was released first. This is a new release, so it's a newer mould and everything, and they do seem to have added just a little bit of colour, which is just nice to see that they're progressively improving on things. So then let's get out the main part. which this one needs a blade to open the bag, which, by the way, the packaging, as you can see, you know, keeps everything from scratching in the box and everything. But let's have a look. I mean, we do have another top half to our half track here. We've got all sorts of nice big bolts and everything on the gun shield, looking rather cool. The Pack 40 itself, we've got a nice singular piece here, a little bit of sort of flash you might want to sort of scrape up, but that's sort of pretty standard in modelling, really. And then we've got some, looks like some crates and stuff. I do like how we've got some actual shells that we can sort of put around as well. I'd have liked to have seen more than 2 shells, but still we've got some shells to sort of maybe have lying around. We've got like one full one there. Actually, that's not a shell. I'm not sure what that is actually, but we've got one just there, so we've got one, I suppose. Then we get 2 crew with this as well, which I think we've got like a loader and an officer. Looking at the details on these, hopefully you will appreciate that. I mean, you know, we can see pockets and really sort of make this out. Strangely, it is rather shiny. For some reason, these pieces have gone rather shiny. I can't really feel, well, maybe it is a little bit maybe oily. So maybe, I don't know, I mean, I haven't really seen this for decades, but you might have to clean these down, because they do seem a little bit oily, which is kind of strange, which is probably why they're so shiny as well. But no big deal. Nice warm soapy water, rub them down a bit, and they'll be absolutely fine for spraying. You can sort of see one's an officer. He's got his binos there. You can also see his face. You can make out his facial features with eyes. Looks like he's shouting fire or something like that. We've got our loader here. Again, you can see his facial features there. He's loading in a shell as well, which should look quite cool, and sort of bring this alive and make it even more of a nice piece as well. So yeah, all in all, I mean, it really is a well recommended kit. I mean, I like how, I mean, it's designed for the tabletop, so all you guys out there can really sort of, you know, have your transport, your half tracks for your German army, you know, put a Pack 40 on there if you want to. So in games terms, it's all cool, but I do like how they're also sort of going into that realm of scale modeling, so you can still have a professionally made, build, scale looking model that is not just fit for the tabletop, but also fit for the scale modeling world, and you can really sort of do it up, put it on display with maybe all your other kits and everything. So it's sort of like a 2-in-1 sort of thing. It also does open up for all those scale models out there, potentially a new scale. I mean, they really are sort of going through, you know, all the different things that you could get. I mean, 156 scale now, you can pretty much get any sort of armored vehicle from World War II that you would want, and because they're sort of like got that quality of scale modeling as well, you could start choosing 156 scale if you want. So if you kind of feel like, you know, you don't want to have 135th scale armored vehicles, which are quite big and take up a lot of space, but you don't want to go as small as 172nd scale, which is maybe not so detailed because they're so small. You can potentially go for the 156 scale now if you want. Either way, I think it's a great product and a well recommended kit, and does look really good, and I'm sort of itching to have a go at one of these. I might sort of maybe get like a British Cromwell or something and try one of them out. But yeah, really highly recommended. So hopefully this video has been beneficial to you. So until next time, my name is Bob Waldron, this is Genesis Models, and I hope you've enjoyed.